All eyes of the lacrosse world are here in Columbus, Ohio. We have ourselves a sold-out crowd. The reigning national champions in town today. It's the third-ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish as they take on the Ohio State Buckeyes. Two teams looking to get big wins here in Columbus.
It's iron sharpens iron, and Notre Dame has had a pretty big schedule so far, but so has Ohio State. Third straight top 10 matchup here. This place is electric. It's going to be a sellout. People still filtering in, so this is going to be one heck of a game.
Will Lynch and Tommy Burke will go in the face-off X, and Notre Dame wins the face-off to start things off in Columbus. 15 seconds on the shot clock for Ohio State. Their first possession of the day. Marinier, and the stop from Entenmann. A big win against a Big Ten opponent at home, so they travel to Columbus now. And we have ourselves our first goal. It's Will Angrick coming up top and fires past Fayok.
Let's go. We take another look at it. Angrick just goes across the cage from right to left, gets it past Fayok, who was able to get his stick up.
So Ohio State on offense, what do they need to do? And who's a certain player you want to see score a goal quickly for the Buckeyes?
I think if you're Ohio State, you have to either get Ben Mayer or Gannon Matthews going. Your leading goal scorers on the season with 12. Absolutely every possession's key here in this one of a scoring offense like Notre Dame. So if Ohio State, every stop is going to matter here down the stretch.
Taylor, right in front of the crease. Oh my God, what a goal! It's Chris Kavanaugh.
Every day of the offense, that's pretty easy here for Kavanaugh. To the average person, that looks practically insane. Just flips it behind his back. Fayok has no clue what is coming at him, and Notre Dame out to a 2-0 lead. I mean, how do you defend that?
Jake Taylor with the assist, 11th goal of the season for Chris Kavanaugh. And Ohio State could really use a face-off win right now, but Notre Dame has other plans. Ball still on the ground. It's Marcus Hudgens. Bescanel. He'll move it around into the stick of who other but Chris Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh sneaks it past the corner of Fayok.
Sneaks one past the left shoulder of Caleb Fayok. And for Ohio State here, how can Caleb Fayok respond? Because this is his toughest test I think he's faced all season, arguably. And he gave up 3 straight goals to start versus Cleveland State earlier this season. He locked in, didn't allow a goal for pretty much the rest of the first half.
He was not the victorious face-off specialist in either matchup, and right now, Will Lynch absolutely playing his best and winning the possessions. There's Devin McLean, fires Fayok with the save. He's one of the bigger bodies on the field, showcasing that size. McKenna will shoot. Entenmann, Sheen tried to scoop it in, and we have ourselves another penalty. In terms of man-up offense, 52nd in the NCAA in their man-up offense. In Notre Dame, man down, 61st in their defense. But this man-down defense that's down 2 guys, successful.
And you like the idea if you're Sheehan there, who's just trying to wrap around and just dump into the net, but you have the 2-man up. You have to dish that off. You were blanketed too hard. If you just pass it away, you get a better look.
No bueno for Ohio State. They've had some slow starts this season, and they're off 2-1 against Notre Dame, down 3-0. And the defense from Johnny Cool and Colin Brown. And there's Trent DeChico. Matthews, one-on-one with the shorty. Matthews fires past Entenmann. Another block from Liam Entenmann.
This is big because it's really just for Ohio State. Next man up mentality. Who wants to step up in favor of Van Buren today? And you got a tough test here in Notre Dame and the Kavanaugh brothers.
Big Tasty, big block.
If you want to get back in this game, you can't let Chris Kavanaugh take over. The goal scorer of the 2 Kavanaugh brothers. He's had a tremendous season so far, so you have to stick to him.
There's Devin McLean, a transfer from Brown. McLean, who won ACC Offensive Player of the Week. He's got 2 shots on goal. with a sold-out crowd here at their home field. They're 8-2 at their new Lacrosse Stadium all-time. Lake Island in front. He's got the first goal of the day. Ohio State on the board.
Somehow, someway, Ohio State had to get a goal, and they do it exactly just that. Look at that little spin move to the left, just slips past Fison that time for Notre Dame, and the Buckeyes are on the board.
And if Ohio State can keep doing what they just did, maybe McAfee might mention them on the show this week.
Maybe, but Ohio State still got a lot of work to do in this one, down by 2 against a tough Fighting Irish squad, but it's a good start.
Will Lynch with the shot, the save from Fayok, and just like that, Big Tasty.
Allen that time tried to catch Notre Dame off guard. You think he's going to wheel back out towards the center. Instead, just a little jump shot spinning around and just off target.
Ed Sheehan for Ari Allen. Ari Allen with the goal.
And if you just keep firing at him, he's not going to stop anything. As you took another look at it, just goes right over the top. 81% of their man-down opportunities they're able to ward off. So Ohio State good at what they can do in that aspect, but 2 minutes not releasable. That's just a tough blow.
That man-down defense is 81%, but we have ourselves a goal.
Just a low little bouncer, and Fayok just not able to drop the hips fast enough. As you see, take another look at it, just bounces it to the low right side. Fayok just isn't able to slide over.
Notre Dame will move it around. Dobson will fire again. And Dobson is successful this time.
Excellent distribution on that possession. You see Kavanaugh, Dobson, and just a little left-handed shot. Smokes it into the back of the cage.
Could they add another goal to their tally? Dobson, he'll fire. Stops it as Fayok. Gets low to the ground as Big Tasty.
Just able to get his shin out there and just knock it away, but Notre Dame still knocking on the doorstep.
Chris Kavanaugh, hat trick.
Notre Dame goal. Number 50.
It just rolls right back out to Notre Dame. You see Kavanaugh to Kavanaugh, the brother connection that time. And Notre Dame out by 4 here. 9 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the second quarter.
13 goals on the Island. He has a goal today. Some nifty moves. Gets in front of the net with Entenmann. And he stops that one. What a brick wall Liam Entenmann has been.
Sitting at 15. We haven't said his name too much, but he can certainly put his impact on this game.
Taylor has an assist today, but that's it. As you just mentioned, Fayok, another save. Oh, and Fayok's pass intercepted by McLean. Now Notre Dame's in front of the goal. Taylor, his shot, it didn't go past the goal line. Caputo, he stared at the shot clock quickly. They have to go. Caputo to Sheehan behind the back. And Notre Dame's defense clamping up again.
And Notre Dame so far in this day, oh!
Intercepted! Goal! It's Gannon Matthews! Takes it back to the goal immediately.
That's something when we talked to Kevin Corrigan earlier this week about, he said his team needs to be better about taking care of the ball. They're still working on that aspect. And just that time, a careless turnover, and Matthews just takes advantage of it for Ohio State. You see across the field, not looking, was a Alakwa for Notre Dame.
Matt Caputo saves it, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Caputo fires it right at Entenmann, but the shot clock will reset. Ohio State, a week from now, will face #1 Denver at the moment in the polls. So they've had a couple top teams they faced against this season, especially on the road. This is the first time back in a month here in Ohio playing a home game. Another good job by Caleb Fayok. Kevin Corrigan's on the field right now, yelling with the officiating crew in Ohio State. They'll need to clear it.
26 NCAA tournament appearances since 1990. This program, they know how to win it, and so does that man, Kevin Corrigan. I mean, what a tremendous coach.
Jack Oldman coming in with the face-off, but is checked immediately. Ball on the ground. Will Lynch running the length of the field, but checked by Trent DeChico and Johnny Cool. Matthews up top. Entenmann, another stop. Pat Kavanaugh trying to put the moves on against Marcus Hudgens. Kavanaugh's goal. It will be denied. The shot denied by Pat Kavanaugh. What a goal! Caputo fired it. Matt Caputo gets the Buckeyes within 2.
Allen that time off the feed was able to find Caputo on the cut. And there he is from distance, just smokes it right past Entenmann. Ohio State with the goal to start the second half. Exactly what the doctor ordered that time. They're within 2. Get interesting down the stretch.
First goal of the season for Matt Caputo and Jack Goldman with the face-off win, but the pass is denied at first. Riley Gray sneaks it past Caleb Viock.
And a big goal back within 3. If you're Notre Dame, you're happy with sticking at this margin here in this game. You can live with that. And just a nice little bouncer. Viock not able to really get a read on it.
Now Ohio State's at 20 seconds on the shot clock. They've been taking their time on their possessions. Will it pay off again? Caputo, second goal of the day. It's Matt Caputo time.
Sticking within striking distance of Notre Dame. You just got to string together some goals. Take another look at it. Caputo just goes right to the right, gets past his defender, and a lock well for Notre Dame, and slips it in. And it's now 9-7. Notre Dame's still in front, but Ohio State just sticking right around this 2 to 3 point margin, just looking for a string of consecutive goals here.
With 15 on the shot clock, Notre Dame continues to move it around. Now 10. Justin Scherer with the defense. Scherer, the graduate, transfer from Maryland. Island cuts into a 1-goal game. Blake Island's second goal of the day.
They have taken control of this game. You see, Island just able to turn the corner that time, slip it past Entenmann, and Ohio State all of a sudden are back within 1, putting number 3, Notre Dame, on the ropes here in this one. Still a lot of time left to play of keeping it off the board. They've distributed well, but you have to imagine if you can get Mayer going, that could be huge for Ohio State.
Ed Sheehan also quiet today, who was coming into the season as the leading point scorer. Jack McKenna, a forced shot. Dobson now clamped up against Colin Brown, and Notre Dame will move it around. The Fighting Irish. Do they have some luck in them to get another goal? Face on! What a pretty shot! Top right corner.
Number 14, Jordan Fazer.
It's too easy for number 14 sometimes. We've seen it all season long, and that's his first goal of the day.
He can do it all. Football, lacrosse, doesn't matter. Just goes top shelf, past Viock, and every time Ohio State seems to get a little momentum.
Can Ohio State's defense help out once again? They've been aiding the offense a lot today. And there's Connor Camille. Look at this defense fight. Last touch by Kavanaugh. Up top, Gannon Matthews, Ed Sheehan, Matt Caputo, and Blake Island. Those are all their offensive players on the field. 10 seconds on the shot clock. McKenna, Marinier, yes!
Marinier just goes, a little bouncer, skips right past Entenmann there. Has a great pass by McKenna, just drops it right through the wicket, it looks like, of Entenmann. And Ohio State back within 1, under 30 seconds left to play.
Marcus Hudgens against Pat Kavanaugh. Here comes Dobson. GLE, Eric Dobson with the big-time goal. Puts Notre Dame up 2.
And a big blow for Notre Dame, just able to punch Ohio State right back in the mouth. I alluded to this being a boxing match. Both teams exchanging blows. Dobson just goes top right corner.
Chris Kavanaugh on the doorstep. It's a goal. Jeffrey Ritchie Ordelli.
Just a phenomenal cut inside by Ritchie Ordelli, and Kavanaugh just finding him. Did you see on the replay? Surveys, just dumps it off inside, wide open, and another goal for Notre Dame.
Pat Kavanaugh behind the cage. Fayak with the stop. Travis Crane wanted a warding call against Notre Dame, but did not do so, and Hudgens almost had the ball, lost it. Shot, goal! Bryce Walker!
The ball came free on that play from behind. Could have potentially been a turnover. Instead, it turns into a Notre Dame goal as Walker just bounces it in there, fired up his Fighting Irish team.
After having such a phenomenal quarter number 3 coming out of halftime. Burke fighting. Now both teams are getting aggressive. Will Lynch putting his body on the line, the face-off specialist for Notre Dame. And a turnover from Trent DeChico. It's going the other way. Pat Kavanaugh will slow things down. Never mind, gives it to his brother. The Kavanaughs. They're feeling it now. 12-7 Notre Dame.
As you take a look at it, get it down the field to the Kavanaughs. Who else? Pat starts it off with the dish. Chris rockets it inside.
Ohio State needs to go quick. Gannon Matthews up top. Fires, goal, Blake Island hat trick. Ohio State with a quick goal, quick response. They're down 4 with 7:07.
Point blank that time in front of Entenmann. As a nice dish inside by Matthews just in front of the crease, is able to kind of scoop it in there.
30 seconds on the shot clock. Ohio State's time is trickling down if they want to come back here. McKenna, goal! There's Jack McKenna, first of the day.
Pull back within 3. McKenna just turning the corner. Little jump shot. Tried that earlier in that third quarter. It didn't work. Works that time.
Ohio State can cut this to a 2-goal deficit. Gannon Matthews. Liam Entenmann. Dobson against Camille. Taylor fires, and we have a penalty. It's going to be called on Ohio State. We're halfway through the penalty. Notre Dame's just going to waste some time, potentially. There's Chris Kavanaugh. Another extra man goal. Chris Kavanaugh.
They've gotten the opportunities, and they've taken advantage. Now the 8th point of the day by Chris Kavanaugh. 5 goals, 3 assists. Deep into the shot clock. Can't afford to do that at this point if you're Ohio State.
They're down 4 for Ohio State. Gannon Matthews. He has a goal today. Working McKenna on the doorstep. Oh, tried the BTB. To see the reigning champs. Ohio State, they were down 8-7. And this fourth quarter changed everything.
Jake Taylor there almost went bar down, a little behind the back. That would have been the crushing blow, but Notre Dame just took all the shot clock there.
And it's a goal. It's Caputo in midair.
It just feels like the time is too insurmountable at this point. Caputo just goes to the bottom right corner. Looks like a little bouncer inside, and Ohio State, they're going to send Burke out there against Hagstrom of Notre Dame.
We're close to the 30-second mark of the game. Matthews fighting and tried to find Jack McKenna. And with 23.2 seconds to go, it looks like Notre Dame's going to come on the road and have the luck on their side. They fought all the way, and it started with Chris Kavanaugh. Empty net for Ohio State. Fayok not in goal for Ohio State right now. It's Jack Allen in there. And that's going to do it in Columbus. Notre Dame 13, Ohio State 10. The reigning champs move on and get a big win on the road in Columbus. They move to 4-1 on the year. Ohio State drops to 4-3.